Hello, hello, everybody. What is up? I am your host, Majestic Marie, and welcome to the TRWC Tailgate Party. It's an exciting day. It is Wednesday, and y'all know what that means. That means me and somebody else, too. We'll be previewing today's AEW Dynamite. It should be an interesting show. And guys, I have a special guest with me today. Anybody who's been here before knows this guy. He is famous all around. It is Mr. Ray All Day. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Pretty good. I just have to say one thing before we get started.
Go ahead.
Chop, chop, go Braves. The Mets deserved it.
Okay. I have nothing to say this year. Baseball's can be a pretty time for me. I've already have the white flag. I don't expect anything.
You're already giving up, and spring training hasn't even started yet, man.
If you can name one pitcher on the Mets right now, I'll give a holler.
I can't. I don't keep up. I just show up when they come to Atlanta so I can watch them lose. So
watch a lot of losing. I already, like I said, I've admitted defeat already. My team acquisition of any note, so
sometimes you just have to be a realist and just open your eyes and accept the fact. I mean, my Indiana Hoosiers are horrible this year, so I get it. I understand.
Yeah, this is your year. You should dominate the division. You should go all the way. The Dodgers are chokers, so this year, hey, go for it. It ain't my year, so I know it's not.
All right, guys, if you are with us today, we're going to go ahead and get the business part out of the way. Make sure you follow the Real Wrestling Community on Facebook. Those guys are awesome over there. They are really nice. They let me stream to their platform every Wednesday at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and they're really great guys who share news, they share memes, and we just have a good time over there. So make sure you give them a follow and a like. And also make sure you follow us on Peaches and Power Bombs as well. I know that's my other show, but I gotta do the shameless, plug in there. Ray, do you have anything to plug? I don't know if you're involved in any.
I'm working on something now. I don't want to say too much, but I'm working on my own wrestling podcast. So.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, you'll have to give us a little ring if you ever need any guests.
100%. I'm 100%.
Our good friend is here, and he says the GOAT Ray Dean, Adam Cole, is still the king.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's probably the wisest statement of the day so far.
Okay. 100%. Well, if you are here, we're going to get hyped up for the show, and we are going to have the Briscoe brothers get us ready.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way. Y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm going to tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
We are all ready for the show. Ray, before we get into AEW Dynamite tonight, just kind of, if you want, introduce yourself and tell me how you started liking wrestling and when you started liking Adam Cole and how all of that stuff kind of started.
Okay. Well, I've been a wrestling fan for forever, well over 20 years. Really got into Adam Cole, I guess, when he was part of the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, and that was a great time.
That was a great time. He was doing what Roman and all these other champions are doing now. Like, he was the guy, like, I thought he was never going to lose. When he beat Gargano, he had a nice long reign, and this guy was unstoppable. He beat a lot of name brand guys, and I was like, this is the guy. And then my little daughter at the time saw him, and she's like, who's him? I was like, well, that's Adam Cole. I like him. I said, I'm hooked. That's him.
So that's all it takes sometimes, isn't it? Is for the little ones to just grab onto somebody, and it makes you like them even more.
Likes me. And I met him now, and nicest in the world.
I've heard that a lot. I have not had a chance to meet him. I saw him and Britt Baker at a distance at the Revolution Fan Fest that I went to. Oh. And let me say this, though, about Britt Baker. She was the only person to sell out her meet and greet tickets that year. So that was pretty impressive to me. So
yeah, he when I met him, super nice, took his time. His line was down outside the arena, and like he had a nice, healthy audience as well. And again, he lived up to the hype. I thought he was going to be obnoxious. I thought maybe he was going to be a little standoffish. He was super nice, super friendly, good guy. And, now we're best friends. So it worked out good.
Of course. And just for you. Have to play it.
Waiting.
Yeah. I've always heard really good things about Adam Cole, and hopefully one day I'll get the chance to meet him as well. They always do it. I'm sorry.
Tell him you know me, and he'll hook you up.
Okay. You are his number one fan, so it might get me on his good graces. I've always heard good things about Adam Cole, and meeting him in person. They usually say don't meet your heroes, but I say unless your hero is Eddie Kingston, and we can add Adam Cole to that list as well.
There you go.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into the show now, and they didn't give us much, did they?
No, this card, I'm like, what? How are they going to fill 2 hours of this? I don't get it.
I know. It's gonna be crazy. All right. Well, first up, we have, if my mouse can work right. There we go. I'm sorry. We have a 6-man tag match. This looks super random.
Extremely random.
I don't know why they decided to put all of this together. I guess to get Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman Page in the ring together without them actually really clashing, and so no one loses. Who do you have for this? What do you think is going to happen?
First, let me answer this question, because this has been bothering me for a while. With AEW, they don't have this defined heel face anymore. Like, I'm so confused. Like, what side is Hangman on? What side is Swerve on? And it's like, you don't know who to root for, because you're like, I'm very old school. Like, he's the heel, he's the face. Okay, she's the heel, she's the face. Okay, I'm with you. Lately, with AEW, I'm just like, because they're booing Hangman Page, they're cheering Swerve, but yet Page is on the face team, Swerve's on the heel team. Like, I don't get it. Am I crazy with this thought, Mark? I don't get it.
No, I think the thing is that the fans are just choosing their people. Oh no, did we lose you? There we go. Okay, the fans are choosing their people, and they don't care what they're doing. Like, they decided, we want Swerve. So they're cheering for Swerve. It doesn't matter that he breaks into people's houses and, not assault, but, kind of, I don't know, breaking and entering and talking to someone's child and traumatizing his family. That doesn't matter. He's still our dude. And I'm like, he's a criminal. Why are you cheering for that? I don't get it either. I think they're just going along and just deciding to do what they're going to do, AEW, and then the fans are going along and they're just deciding to do what they're going to do. And this is what we get. Okay, we lost you. We can't hear you. Nope, still can't hear you. All right. While Ray is trying to figure that out. Okay, Whoops. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, while Ray is trying to figure out his stuff, we're going to get through some comments. Timothy, I'm not putting that up on my screen.
Are we good?
Yes, we are good. Okay, continue with what you were saying.
So I think either Swerve is going to ditch those two in the middle of the match. And, obviously we'll start with Joe. Or Paige is going to leave Hook and RVD to lose or something. It's got to be something where one of these guys has to make a swerve one way or the other, so to speak. I don't see this just going straight up, someone gets pinned and, there's nothing that comes out of it.
I could almost see Samoa Joe actually more ditching the match than any of the other ones. Because Swerve is on this kick where he's trying to prove himself. And Hangman Page is supposed to be the good guy. So he's not going to ditch, Hook and RVD either. But I can definitely 100% see Samoa Joe doing that. Because he'd be like, I'm AEW World Champion. I don't need to be in this stupid match. I'm going home.
I got things to do. I don't want to waste my time.
Right, exactly. How do you feel about Samoa Joe's world title run so far?
I like it. I like his persona and I like his style. I'm a little confused with what angle he's going. I don't know if he's a heel. I don't know if he's a face.
I think he's just Samoa Joe. I don't think he really does one or the other.
And tweeners, I just don't think they work long term. Like, I don't know. Like, again, I guess maybe I'm too old school. I like that defined.
I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, Samoa Joe's a great champion. Just be like, all right, the fans are cheering him, and he says, "Hey, shut up! Don't cheer for me." Like, okay, he's a heel, but like he's really riding the fence, and it's just hard. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Samoa, in most cases, I like the clear definition as well. Like, I don't think it really works with Swerve or Hangman Page, but Samoa Joe is just, we were talking about this earlier, is just that dominant character where he just comes in, destroys people, and then he goes home. And we were talking about this. That's kind of my favorite kind of wrestler is who does that. So he doesn't really have to be good. He doesn't have to be bad. He just comes in and, bam, 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 and see you later.
Embrace the one or the other. I don't know. Like, please, like I said, when the fans cheer him, he should be like, shut up. I don't want your cheers. Okay, great. Thank you. I'd be happy if he did that. Just like, okay, this is the side of the fence he wants to be on. But to ride that middle, like, I don't know. It's irritating to me because I just don't understand what I should be doing. Should I be booing this guy? Should I be cheering him? I don't know.
I know it can be really confusing. We're going to get through some comments, and it looks like our friends and our regulars here on the page is in there. Timothy, no, that's rude.
That's horrible.
Shane says, Ray, it's nice to see you. And Marie, I miss Tom Clark's main event. I do too. Do you know how he's doing?
He's doing good. We talk about the 6M and that he does, shameless plug. And he's good. I mean, he's trying to find a time to do it. And hey, when you're ready, dude, I'm there to watch, and you need me to co-host with you again, I'm there. And he's good though. He's doing good. I'll tell him you said hi. I spoke to him, I want to say like middle of last week.
Okay. We have sort of conversed a little bit, but it was more like, me asking him if he wants to come on the show and then him saying, I don't know yet. That was about it. But yeah, I'm glad he's doing well. Timothy also says, because I'm skipping over the Eddie Kingston hate. I'm sorry. We don't need that negativity in our life. No. Swerve Strickland got the fans' respect just like Queen Jamie Hayter got a couple years ago.
100%.
Yeah.
Got the respect. Jamie Hayter's the queen. I agree.
She's really great, and I'm excited about her coming back. Alma says, what's up, Majestic Marie? How are you doing? Doing pretty good. Resting up. What's up, Sugar Shane? And what's up, Ray? All day. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hi. Glad you're here. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do this. If someone walks out, it'll probably be Samoa Joe. And honestly, as far as the loser, the person to take the pin, I really don't see any option besides Brian Cage. Hook should be going on an upward climb. RVD is a legend. Hangman Page is a babyface. Brian Cage is there to take the fall.
Wow, we're on the same page. I agree. Cage has to take the fall.
Yeah, and it's sad. Yeah. It's sad. I kind of feel bad for him because he is a good entertainer and he's a good wrestler and everything, but that dude loses all the time.
And the guy's like but like a Mack truck. And he's losing to everybody. But
Yeah.
Cassidy, who's 11.25 pounds, beats everybody. That makes sense.
It's AEW. The smaller you are, the better chance you have of becoming the biggest star in the company.
Exactly. If you look bulimic, you can be a champion too. I agree.
Yeah. And
Yep.
we're not going to pick on Adam Cole for his size here, everybody, because
jacked,
he's been sick and he's been hurt, and it's not really his fault that he got in that way. So
give him 6
zero.
months back. Give him 6 months. See how much he changes.
Yeah.
Look at him in NXT, how he looked. He was in really good shape.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't big, but he was solid. And he had some definition.
His run in AEW has kind of been cursed, and it's not really been his fault. He's just gotten hurt a lot, got sick a lot, and things like that. And, you know, the cards have been kind of stacked against him during this run. And, you know, I feel bad for the guy. So. All right. Gary Joe says, from Honor the Elite, Marie, for your information, Adam Cole needs to get healing a lot quicker so the feud can proceed with him and MJF.
100%.
Yes.
I hate to see MJF lose, but you know that's inevitable because Adam Cole's king.
Of course.
That's inevitable. I feel sorry for MJF. I like him, but
yeah,
he's going down. Whew.
Yeah.
Like the stock market crashed in the 20s. He's going down really bad.
Unfortunately so.
Unfortunately, so he's going down.
Yeah. How do you feel about? I like the Kingdom with Adam Cole. How do you feel about Wardlow with Adam Cole and then all of that thing?
Like he's like the tomato in the not even the tomato. He's like the olive in the fruit salad. Like what do you do? Like what? Like it doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. He's supposed to be the muscle, I guess, of the group, but it just I don't know. He don't fit. There's no chemistry with those guys. There's no backstory with those guys. So I don't understand. Like, and you know he's probably going to turn.
Right. Uh-oh. I lost you again. We still can't hear you. Sorry, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Danhausen cursed Cole. That's funny.
I don't understand it. I'm sorry. This thing is wrong on my laptop. I think I'm losing Wi-Fi periodically. We're storming out here in New York.
Oh, no. I hope y'all stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wardlow doesn't fit, and it's weird that he would put himself in the same position that he was angry about with MJF.
Exactly.
Because, you know, when Adam Cole first turned on MJF, he said that Wardlow is going to get the title and then he's going to relinquish it to me. Well, that's why he was mad at MJF, because MJF was telling him to relinquish the TNT title to him a couple years ago. It's like, why do you keep picking these little punks that, and I'm sorry, but you know,
I'm with
Adam
you.
Cole is being a little punk to Wardlow right now.
100%. It makes no sense. You're complaining about what you were upset about. Yeah, I don't get it either. The story doesn't fit, and you could see how this is going to turn out. So, like, you know, they're going to turn on him. He's going to turn on them, and like it's just like fast forward this part of the movie. Let's get to where I know it's going to happen. Right.
And poor Wardlow, he's had a rough deal in AEW. He just hasn't gotten his footing, or the booking's been bad or something, but he had a lot of fans behind him at one point, and now it's just kind of like, here he goes again, squash match. We've been doing this for 3 years. When are we going to give him something substantial?
Yeah.
But it happens. Shane says that Wardlow hasn't been the same since he got his hair cut in the ring. Yes, he's like Samson. He cut his hair and he lost his strength.
He lost everything. Once that hair got cut, oh my God, it's very astute. I agree with Sugar Shane all day. He's a different person.
Yep. And he didn't even get that last bit of strength and get to pull the pillars down while he was at it like Samson did either. Timothy says, "Dang, Ray Dean, talking about food, he got me hungry." I'm hungry too. It's almost supper time. Okay, so we have some women action, and these are 2 separate matches. I just put them together because, you can't talk about one without the other right now. Toni Storm is about to face Deonna Purrazzo for the Women's Championship at Revolution next weekend. Toni Storm has been on a roll lately. I think she's probably one of the most interesting people on the show right now. How do you feel about her new persona?
Love it. I love it. I'm sorry. This is the best Toni Storm you're going to get.
I'm sorry. I just realized that I spelled Purrazzo wrong, so I apologize to Deonna. Go ahead and put that out there.
Like, this persona and this story is the best she's done. Like, this is incredible, and especially with Luther getting a little TV time now. Good for him.
Yeah, right. I mean, he gets to be her butler. I mean, that's been fun. And
bumps, it's good for him. Good for him.
It's been exciting.
Deonna's awesome. I love her in action. I love her ring style. I love her in the ring. I think she's awesome too. She's got no shot of winning, but I like her.
Yeah, I like her a lot too. And I don't know why, but I really like her voice. I like listening to her talk for some reason.
Okay. Her whole persona and her whole vibe is just, she's good. I like her. I like her a lot. She's good in the ring. She seems like, she's safe. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. I was really excited to see her come into AEW, but I do think it's a little too soon for her to be in this position because it's too soon for Toni Storm to lose. But Deonna Purrazzo is just coming in, and you're giving her her first major feud, and she's pretty much setting her up for failure. And this is something that I think AEW, one of their flaws is, and I don't mean to keep, bringing up, oh, they do this and that wrong, but in my opinion, they bring someone in, they get excited about her, they throw her in a title match, and then they lose, and then they just never feel the same again. They did that with Ruby Soho, a couple years back. They automatically put her, in the title picture. She lost. And now she's on Rampage in a Valentine's Day love angle with a jobber dude, and it's just like, okay.
Cool Hand Hank.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Like, I feel like if she would have gotten to a feud with who's the TBS champion?
Julia Hart.
That would have made a little more sense. I mean, I wouldn't have put the belt on her there either, but you could have just made a statement, hey, I'm here in AEW, I'm going to make a name, and then like one of these mid-carders could have like started a feud with her and built her up from there.
Right, or where's Britt Baker? They could have used Britt Baker to face Deonna right away, or Taya Valkyrie, or someone like that who doesn't have, who's not in the title picture, but is someone that you could really have a good storyline with.
Nyla Rose, any of those people. Exactly. Build a feud with one of those, let that drag a little bit, and then, like you said, with Britt, could have started with Nyla, could have moved on to Britt, and then eventually got into Timeless. But to push her to the front of the line, that's too quick.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we have some comments. Shane says, Wardlow is the Sid Vicious of the Kingdom. I just hope there is no Arn Anderson. Okay, wow. And Timothy says, well, on Collision about 4 weeks in a row, they have been having 2 women's matches, and I love it. Yeah, I think they've been having more women's matches on the shows altogether, so good for them. I really like Julia Hart and Sky Blue together.
Yes.
Okay, Timothy's just talking about all his favorite female wrestlers down there. But anyway, yeah, they still have a long way to go, but I do think that AEW has made a lot of improvements in their women's division, and it looks better than it has in a long time. So good for them.
A major talent, and especially when Jamie comes back.
Oh man,
forget it.
Yeah. See, that is a person that you put right in the title picture when they come back, because
she's like the Austin of the women's division.
yeah, she would be, and it would be really great to see.
I'd be thrilled.
All right, this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. We have the BCC, which includes Claudio and Jon Moxley versus FTR. Jon Moxley isn't always my favorite. His style is a little too much sometimes, but I love his character. There's just something about the way he carries himself that makes me want to watch him, even though sometimes through his matches I'm like, oh, I can't do this. But I still like him, and sometimes I don't know why, but I do, and I'm so looking forward to this.
What are the over-unders that he bleeds under 5 minutes?
Oh, man.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great match. That should be is that the main event, or is it the 6-man?
I don't know. I would have this as a main event.
The main event. This should be the main event. It probably be the match before it,
or the opening match. They like to start hot too. So.
Yeah, they start hot. That's fine too. But it's a great match. I mean, these guys are gonna bring it. FTR has got more to lose. You got to keep them hot as a tag team, so you got to get them over some way somehow. You know, Mox or Claudio could take the fall, and it's not going to destroy the BCC. You know, you can't have FTR losing.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to obviously push them for a tag team title shot at some point. I'm assuming so. It may more for them to get over.
How do you feel about Dax Harwood losing all of his singles matches, but then when him and Cash are together in the tag team, it's like they're almost unbeatable? How do you feel about that?
That's another weird thing that I don't understand either. Why you like? So you're basically saying he can never be a Shawn Michaels and break off and become a solo star. I get it, but then stop have Cash fight a couple of single matches and have him lose a couple of times. Like, spread the love equally.
It's like Dax can't win, but Cash, Cash has to be there with him in order for them to win matches.
Hours when he's with his partner. I don't get it.
I love FTR though. They're my favorite tag team. They bring that old school flavor. They marry the old school flavor with the new school in the right way. And they really remind me of the Midnight Express too. And I just love them.
I think they're such a well-oiled machine that they know what to do and when to do it. And I love them. Big FTR fan.
And I don't see them ever break. Don't get me wrong. I don't ever see them going into singles. I think that they are stronger together. But at the same time, sometimes it would be nice to see one of them win their singles matches.
Just once. It'd be nice to see one of them win a singles match.
Right. Are they going to do the Owen Hart tournament this summer? Do you know?
I believe so.
Okay. I would push for Dax Harwood to win that, even though he's not going into singles competition or anything, but I would love for him to win that tournament. That would be really cool to me.
I agree with you. Amen. It'd be great. I'm a fan of both of them, like I said, and to see them do something solo and something like that would be great. Or in a tournament where the winner gets a title shot at one of those belts, one of these mid-card belts, have one of them win that.
Yeah.
But with even like a battle royal, and they win the battle royal to get a title shot. Okay.
Right. And they could be like the New Day, where they're still a team, but one of them might go for the single title, or one of them might be, fighting with this guy by himself or whatever, It's like Kofi Kingston was WWE champion in the New Day. Big E was WWE champion in the New Day. Xavier Woods won King of the Ring in the New Day. So it's like they all had their individual goals, but they were still all together. You can still do it.
100%.
Shane says that Serena Deeb is the Austin of AEW. I don't know.
I don't know if she's the Austin. She's not dominating like that. She's a great technical wrestler.
She could be.
She could. She doesn't have the personality. I mean, she's just technically really strong, and she's got a good rate persona. But her mic is. I don't think. I'm sorry, I had to be picky, but her mic isn't the greatest.
I haven't really heard her on the mic, so I have no idea. They really haven't given her a chance to show anything, at least on AEW anyway. So
it's not the strongest. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's there, but she's not Britt. Like Britt, in my opinion, has got the best mic in the women's division.
I agree with that. Timothy is cheering for the BCC, of course.
Of course.
Over or under this match starts into the crowd. Maybe, I don't know. Fighting in the crowd is not really an FTR thing, so I can kind of see them maybe fighting around the ring, but I don't really see them getting out into the crowd all that much.
But the blood's coming.
The blood is coming because they have to compromise and give Jon Moxley something.
Yeah.
You know, Mox would be like, "Hey, can we do some? Can I stab you with a fork in front of all these people and then put you through 3 tables?" And they're like, "No, dude." And they're like, "Well, can we at least bleed?" "Okay, we can bleed. I'll give you that."
Give me that, please. I cannot have this match without bleeding.
Right. Sometimes he does, though. There have been surprises, like him and Eddie Kingston at World's End did not bleed.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
That was right before New Year's, so.
There you go. The last 2 or 3 matches I've seen Mox on, he was bleeding.
Yeah. It happens. With FDR, we have to be weary. I believe it's Cash that's going to... Oh. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
He hasn't confirmed or denied that he did anything, so.
Yeah.
And really, with all of the allegations in wrestling right now, a little bit of road rage is probably the least of our worries.
If that's your biggest fault, I could live with some road rage.
Right.
There's been a lot worse.
Yes, and we don't want to get into all of that. That stuff is a mess.
What? I'm just saying a lot worse. I'll leave it.
All right, so that is all that AEW has given us. But we're going to talk just a few more minutes about some other things that are going on. Darby Allin cut an interesting promo on the Young Bucks this past weekend that made some people kind of give AEW the side eye. Did you enjoy this, or did you think that it wasn't helping the company any?
I want to know, was that a shoot or was that an angle? Because it really came across like he was this came out of nowhere. And I think the Bucks kind of looked kind of surprised. So I don't know. And it didn't make them look good. It was a bad angle for the Bucks to describe how they're not looking to build stars, and it was kind of nasty. Like I said, I don't know what the angle was for Darby to say that. So
yeah, I have a feeling that he just kind of got it. I don't know. There was something inside of him, and he got excited and in the moment, and maybe it was like a work shoot type thing, and maybe he just went a little bit overboard. He is a friend of CM Punk too, so
yeah,
I don't know how much of that is, honestly Darby Allin, or if it was just, part of the show. But it got people talking. There is that, at least.
Yeah, people talking. Do you think that helped, though? Do you think it helped the Bucks? Saying what he said? I thought it was like, I don't know, a little...
It didn't. I don't think it really helped anyone. It definitely didn't help the Bucks. I don't think it helped Darby Allin all that much either. And it kind of made AEW look bad. I mean, you're kind of saying that he was pretty much admitting that the inmates are running,
yes,
yeah. and saying that, kind of almost putting over Cody, who's in another company, than
100
than the people who are in your company. So,
and saying, hey, it's a great work schedule and you don't have to travel as much. Forget about promoting talent. Forget about, striving. Hey, it's a cushy job. So come here and just relax.
but there were the undertones of it. I think I understand what he was going for, because the Young Bucks are trying to do this, we're the EVPs and we're going to throw our weight around type thing, and we're going to have our way, what they should have done 2 years ago with CM Punk. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But he's saying, okay, well, you think you're high and mighty now, and you forgot about the mission statement of AEW. You forgot what we were trying to do to begin with. So I get the undertones of it. I just think that he went a little bit too far with it.
Yeah. He definitely could have taken it a different way. I agree. I mean, what he said, I get it. But yeah, like you said, I think he could have just said, hey, what happened to this? What happened to this? You will remember when you were like this. Now you're the EVPs. And now you think you're better than ever. Yeah, 100%. He could have taken the, authority approach like McMahon was 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago. That's funny. And I think he didn't put over Sting at all either. So there's also that. We almost forgot that Sting is also a part of this. And this is supposed to be Sting's last match. And it wasn't about Sting at all. It was just about Darby Allin and the Young Bucks. And we're like, oh yeah, Sting is there too.
Yeah. Oh, we're the tag champions, by the way, and we're defending. It was about his personal grudge with the Bucks, which is kind of weird. Like you said, I don't know. There's definitely some underlying heat between those two. I think. I don't know. I mean, if it's a work, it's a great work.
Yeah, I agree with that. Timothy says, hopefully we see the Bang Bang Scissor Gang tonight on Dynamite. They have a 12-man tag team match on Rampage.
Yep.
I think. I don't know who it's against. I hate these two teams together with a passion.
Horrible. Switchblade Jay White should not be a face. Horrible.
He shouldn't be with them.
He should, it's like having a pickle with ice cream. It's just things just do not supposed to be together. Jay White face scissoring? No way. Jay White stabbing you with scissors? Yes, that makes sense.
I mean, I have a feeling that they're going to be doing an angle where they turn on them, and then they're going to, I don't know, unify the titles or something at some point.
They're going to happen.
But, what Darby said, it is all friendship wrestling, so they have to be friends with them first before they have their little tiffy. So
yeah,
we have to go through all of this.
Exactly. There's got to be some point where something's going to have to break.
And I feel really sorry for the Acclaimed. It seems like after they got those AEW Trios titles, they just went, and they mean zero.
Like, that's it. Like, they used to be one of the best tag teams, and I don't know what happened.
Remember, you have to call them Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson. My bad. They will fine me $500 now. I can't believe in a couple weeks left until Sting's final match. Yeah, that's
sad.
It's really sad. And Greensboro will be rocking next month. Yep, it sure will. I hate I can't go, but
I hope Flair doesn't get involved at all. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Please don't steal his thunder. Please, God. If you need decency in wrestling, please no.
Just stay home and watch it on TV, dude.
Dude, come on.
Or stay in the back. You can come. Just stay in the back.
Yeah. You could, hug him, after the match. But
yeah.
I'll see you anywhere in the ring, please. Please, please, please.
Bring a few of the old WCW guys in and let them stand in the ring with Sting and hold his hand up and then just ride off.
Yeah.
That's all that's needed.
Is there any shot Sting and Darby retain?
I don't. Maybe, just maybe, to give Sting his one last little hoorah, and then
tournament.
Not another tournament. I'm so tired of those.
Yeah, I could think of. I mean, unless you're gonna have Sting go down, but then Darby's gonna have to take the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Sting's last match, you can't have him taking the fall unless Darby takes the fall. Things I don't want to see: Darby turning on Sting. That would be awful.
No. That should not happen at all. But Sting is a giving person, though, and I can see him doing that for someone. Why it has to be the Young Bucks, I don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. Things either they got to retain it, have the tournament, which would be the 1,235,000th tournament, or Darby's gonna have to take the fall. That's like the only ways it turns out good.
Well, they could relinquish it, not have a tournament, and just have a 4-way between like FTR and Top Flight and maybe the Hardy Boys and maybe one other team, and have a 4-way tag team match, and whoever wins that becomes
okay. Have
something like that.
And
then they face the Bucks, and then whoever wins that match.
Gotcha.
That's what I would do.
Call Tony Khan and suggest that, please.
Well, he's not listening to me about Eddie Kingston, so I don't know if he would listen to me about that or not. So I don't know.
Here, as long as there's no turning, I would just make.
Yeah. In a perfect world, not with Darby Allin turning on Sting, but I would just have had Sting versus Darby Allin.
And then hug it out and
Yeah. That's what I would do. But, I'm not in charge, so. Majestic Marie, Greensboro, the home of the best conference in the world, ACC.
Oh, that's blasphemy.
No.
No.
He likes them nasty Duke.
Ugh. When's the last time Duke won?
I don't know, 90 years ago. Of course, I'm not one to talk because Indiana hasn't won since 1987. So.
But Duke has always built a solid team, and they just can't do it. I don't know what happens.
I don't know. It's really weird too, because they'll have these dominant teams all through their season, and then they get to March Madness, and this little bitty Cinderella team, I don't know, that's really small from obscure part of the country, just comes out of nowhere and beats them, and you're like, wait a minute, where did you come from?
What happened? What am I missing? Yeah, it makes no sense. They'll have this stacked team, and in the first round, like the Dodgers, they have this phenomenal team. They spent $7 billion on pitching, and watch, they're going to choke in the first round. You'll see. Those are two teams in sports I put no faith in. I'm sorry.
Are we sure? It's Sting's last match. Never say never. Look at Ric Flair. I think that Sting is different than Ric Flair. Ric Flair was married to the business, and he just can't, end things already, and accept the fact that he's old and shouldn't be in that ring anymore.
Exactly. And that last match he had was awful.
I'm not saying that Sting was ever doesn't like wrestling or anything like that. He's a legend, and he should be respected and revered and everything like that. That's not what I mean. But I don't think that he had the relationship with professional wrestling like the Ric Flairs and the Hogans and all of that. So I think that he will not have a problem with walking away, because he gets to do things his own way this time.
Exactly. I'm with you.
Look. Listen. Listen.
Fight me! Fight Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
Coming up on my show being rude like that.
Yeah, how dare he? What's
Right.
wrong with that? Unbelievable.
We love you, Timothy. It's all fun.
Yeah, he's Adam Cole fan, so I have to show love.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he likes something. That's good, you know.
Finally.
Right? All right. Well,
Wait.
that's all we got for today. Ray, thank you so much for joining me.
I appreciate it. It's been awesome.
You are invited to come on anytime, so just let me know when you want to come on, and we will do this thing again. And guys, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'd be thrilled. Thank you again. You're awesome, and I can see the NL to you, and go Braves.
Yay! I converted him. Yes, for this season and this season. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and I will be back next week, 5 p.m. Eastern, next Wednesday for another preview of AEW Dynamite. Hopefully, we have some Revolution stuff to go over next week as well on Peaches and Power Bombs. We have a women's panel scheduled for next month for Women's History Month. We like to do those types of things. So stay tuned to Peaches and Power Bombs. Stay tuned to the Real Wrestling Community, and we will see y'all next time.
Thank you.
Bye.